Whew. You know what they say, once you go bat, you never go back. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to ask you that if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, we got a huge campaign going on to grow this channel, and it involves helping all of you guys in return for all the help you've given us in this journey. Basically, every time we double our subscribers, we're giving back to the community. At 500 subscribers, we give away these 3 blasters. At 1,000 subscribers, we gave away these 5 blasters. At 2,000 subscribers, just a little while ago, we gave away 3 Dart Zone Max Dictators, really awesome blasters. Not sure what I'm gonna do for 4,000, but I thought I'd go ahead and mention this early. It's never too late to subscribe. It helps the channel. It helps a lot of people gain awareness about all the awesome things we do here, like helping you repair your blaster, detail your blaster, mod your blaster, most oftentimes with things that you have around your house. Without further ado, today's topic of the day is the X-Shot Insanity Motorized Rage Fire. This thing is absolutely awesome. Today we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna do some testing, and I got a little surprise for you guys at the end. Let's get into it. All right, guys, this blaster at the moment is coming mail order only. I have not seen it at any big box department stores. It does come in this very depicting brown box with the blaster drawn on the front of it. We got a lot of colors. We got a lot of these dart holders that were like the face of this new Insanity series. Nice big ol' over barrel. Very excited young man right here. This is a heavy support gunner weapon as a true minigun in real life, which can be actually carried or mounted. We're gonna take this box out of its cardboard confines and we're gonna see what all the rage is about. See what I did there? Let's get into it. All right, guys, we got 72 rounds of this new X-Shot Insanity waffle head style dart. Very good darts in my experience. We have a belt that holds 40 rounds. Very, very sturdy tripod, which we'll check out here in a few. 2 4-way Insanity adapters. These allow you to position many of these dart holders on your blaster. We've seen the way that they've advertised on their entire product line. This is what Insanity is based on. It's basically being able to take your entire arsenal in one big cluster to the battlefield. It's kind of silly, but it's kind of cool at the same time. You got a very, very cool futuristic style sight. Very reminiscent of the Nerf Nitron, but it does not have any plastic lenses. It's completely see-through with a plastic reticle here. I thought it was kind of cool. And then of course you have your cluster dart holders. You only get 2, although you practically have the possibility to carry 3 per Insanity adapter. That further depicts the idea that they obviously want you to purchase the entire ecosystem of these blasters so you can take advantage of all the dart holders that each blaster brings and ultimately get to use all these slots. Without further ado, we're going to put this baby together. We're going to test it out with a few different battery choices, and then I might have a surprise for you guys by the end of this video. Let's get into it. When you want to load your chain, there's a chain release switch conveniently right under here. When you move that back, you can move the chain independently and it allows you to load the blaster much easier. I thought that was a really cool feature. Securing the belt is pretty easy. I believe it's very similar to your Omega and Crusher Springer miniguns. You can just insert from the bottom and then go ahead and pop the top on, and that's literally it, guys. Securing the blaster to the tripod is pretty simple. You literally just lower it on and then align this pinhole here. You're gonna grab this little pin here. You're gonna slide it in all the way, then you're gonna twist to lock, just like that. You could bend this handle all the way back for optimal use of the scope. Otherwise, you can just have it like this when you're carrying the blaster in its mobile configuration. Before we get into testing, I want to clear something up that may not have been clarified very well on other reviews. This blaster is inherently designed to work with its tripod. It can be wielded as a mobile minigun. However, the ergonomic and the trigger function is optimal when the blaster's weight is supported on a tripod and you're able to purchase the grip with both hands and then use your thumbs to operate the trigger mechanism. Like I said, it's not like you can't do it. We've seen other blasters, even from X-Shot themselves, that have a formal grip in the back which you you can actually use not just as a heavy gun, but in some cases as a carbine or rifle as well. Not so much with this one. This is straight up a heavy support unit, and it works best on and off the battlefield using its tripod. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and do 3 different power tests. We're gonna do 6 heavy duty batteries, which you can find just about anywhere, your pharmacy, your local gas station. These batteries tend to have a lower capacity and a lower overall power output than alkaline. Then we're gonna try Energizer Ultimate lithium batteries, which is the absolute ultimate choice you have when still sticking to the conventional AA battery size. And then last but not least, I'm gonna show you how I was able to implement my own internal 2S lithium ion battery mod into this blaster and the performance for all those tier levels of power. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right guys, so we're gonna do this power comparison test. We got 6 heavy duty AA batteries up in the minigun now. We're gonna launch an entire belt at this target here. Then we're gonna do the same with the Energizer lithiums, and then we're gonna do a 2S Li-ion battery pack, which is internal. I'm gonna show you how I did that here in a minute. Let's get into it. So this blaster is tricky as far as battery space. There was no real way to incorporate an area to put the 2S battery pack here without just absolutely destroying and cutting up the blaster. So what I did is I placed the battery internally. I ran a harness. I used these 2 little slots here, which are normally used for the lid. Basically, when I want to use the internal 2S or even charge it, I can charge it through this port. And when I want to use it, I just pretty much plug it into itself here and then just drop the lid. Pretty good system. And it allows you the dual purpose of using alkalines if your battery's dead or your rechargeable alternative. All right guys, once you're done using your alkaline batteries and you want to use your internal lithium battery, you basically just connect these 2 leads right here and you shut the battery door just as you normally would. You want to make sure that these connectors are sitting in this little hollow recess of the door right here, so kind of like tuck it up like that a little bit. And then you're going to close your battery door as if you still had your alkaline battery. Something I'd like to add that is definitely important, especially when disassembling this blaster, is the screw recesses are really deep. I had to go to my local Ace Hardware, luckily I had it on sale, and I grabbed this long precision screwdriver. Now you'd be surprised how bizarrely difficult it is to actually find this. You'll find a lot of precision screwdriver kits and you'll find a lot of long screwdriver kits, but to find them in both one combination, long precision screwdriver, it's actually pretty challenging. So I was lucky to find it at my local Ace Hardware. This long screwdriver will have no problem getting into the long recesses of these screws, guys. Give it a little test rev. Oh yeah, it's ready. All right guys, now we're going to fire off a belt with our 2S internal Li-ion battery pack. Let's get it. It's crazy to say this, but X-Shot is actually not new to miniguns. They've been in the minigun game forever. It would be safe to argue that X-Shot pretty much pioneered the spring minigun game, and they did a damn good job at it. I know their Crusher has made countless appearances on a lot of these PDK/Aaron Esser type war simulation games. Countless video reviews on these things. People just adore them. They're tons of fun, but just the fact that their first flywheel battery powered blaster was a minigun was just incredible. There's absolutely no going back now. The sky is the limit now as to what we're gonna be seeing from X-Shot. I can't wait to see some kind of like a Spectrum style compact flywheeler, perhaps even like a fully automatic rapid strike kind of deal. I just cannot wait, guys. If you already own a Ragefire, let me know how you're enjoying it. Let me know your opinions on the future of X-Shot battery powered blasters. What would you like to see? What do you think is next? Do you think perhaps maybe they will bring out a skins blaster that's motorized? This is all very exciting stuff, guys, but I want to know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna like this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay blasting, foam fam.